What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy JT. First of all, I want to start this video by saying I really appreciate you all. It hasn't been really easy for me to bring out videos with the consistency that I would like doing it. Life has just been crazy right now with work. I have a huge backlog of knives that I have to cover. Today, we're going to cover an interesting topic. Each major knife manufacturer will have one iconic knife that kind of stays in the limelight over the years. The Gerber Prodigy for Gerber. Kershaw seems to have a few. Now, Schrade has one as well. I believe this knife was debuted sometime in 2013. It has stayed kind of relevant. Let's see why exactly. Alright guys, so like I said, the Schrade SCHF27 is a knife we're going to be covering today. It is a fixed blade knife, 10.75 inches in length. It has a hard plastic sheath with an interestingly kind of smooth front end. The back seems to be, at least for me, a little bit more rugged. Standard belt loop, comes sealed in a bag. I don't know how sealed they ever planned to get this because it is a razor sharp knife and those things are going to happen, as you can see. The knife actually has a pretty nice aesthetic look, and I don't know if that exactly is what has to do with the relevance over so many years. This is one of the first few knives that started coming out in North America with the famous 8CR13 MOV variety of steels. I know this is a superior steel because it offers a manufacturer a lot of cost saving when it comes to making the knives, and it offers the consumer a lot of cost savings when it comes to buying the knives. So it's kind of like a win-win for both parties involved. I've kind of noticed a trend when it comes to knives that remain popular over a long time, and it's usually directly related with the aesthetic factor combined with the versatility and the utility aspects of the knife. Now, this knife falls into a special category. It's not too big and it's not too small. 10 inches seems to be the golden standard for anything survival or outdoors, and this knife happens to be right on there. Now, they happen to have kind of a unique area here on the spine, which I understand it's for the ferro rod, even though it's not naked part of the steel. I'm pretty sure this coating doesn't interfere with the ferro rod's functionality. And then it has this weird faux serration here, which I'm pretty sure has some kind of use beyond being an emergency wire stripper or anything of the sort. Now, Schrade is calling this an angular serrated spine with a massive clip point blade. Now, the handle is extremely comfortable. Even for my L to XL hands, my hands fit nice and comfortable here. Now, I understand why a lot of people would be using this indentation area for tasks that are a little bit more specialized, including this finger choil here. These are all great additions to a knife that otherwise would be too big for a normal person to do precision tasks with. I like the diamond corrugation right here. It adds superior grip. And then, although a lot of people may miss this part of the knife because they don't freely and openly advertise it, the knife actually has some extra tools here that you can access by pulling this lock pin out as such, and then you can actually access the tool. And this is a pretty cool feature because otherwise most people wouldn't know about it. Underneath the hood is a gut hook right here, bottle and a can opener right here. This is a nice wedge tip that could be used for any multiple types of minor prying tasks. A hexagonal nut breaker right here, along with 4 additional different sized ones for any kind of needs. These indentations here, once again, just as with the spine of the knife, are here present on this tool. I'm sure that's for some kind of grip. And of course, your pinhole for the pin lock. Now, to put the tool back in, it's fairly simple. You don't even have to mess with the pin. You simply push the tool until this pinhole aligns with the pin and it locks, and that's it. You no longer have to worry about it. A little convenient key-ring is included with the clip. As far as the sheath functionality, it's pretty straightforward. You have to make sure that the knife blade is aligned, obviously, with the silhouette or the impression of the knife in the sheath. And then it's followed by a very securing, confident thump when you pull it in, as any good sheath should have. And there you go. Now, as far as the weight, I haven't really weighed this knife. I'm gonna do that right now. The knife is coming in right at 13 ounces, so still got a long way to go before that 1 pound limit that I like to apply to my survival knives. Pretty nice, because something as robust and as beefy as this that can perform well in the outdoors is usually expected to be a little bit closer to 1 pound in weight, but this knife stays away at a healthy 13 ounces, and I appreciate that. The belt loop is very simple, can fit multiple belts up to about 1 3/4 comfortably. That gives you a little bit of flexibility. And then you have your lanyard holes that line the outside of the sheath for multiple types of carry configurations and styles. Overall, I can see how this knife can be pretty pleasing to the average person for it to have stayed relevant for this long. It's little things that you usually miss with this knife. For example, this channel inside the handle where this extra tool fits does have its own water drain hole. A lot of people might see that and they think, hey, that's a factory defect, but it's actually there for a purpose. So a lot of care and consideration went to designing this knife, and I think that's what allows this knife to have stayed in the spotlight for so many years. How about you? Have you seen a Schrade SCHF27 on the shelf somewhere and considered picking it up because it just looked cool, or because you thought that it might be useful for whatever you needed it for? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Meanwhile, this is just my thoughts and impressions on the Schrade SCHF27. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you look forward to more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button and consider hitting the notification bell button to be advised of future upcoming videos. Thanks for watching once again. I love you guys, and have a great day. Peace.